All right then. All right then. Yeah, good evening everyone. So yesterday, I think you were not able to chat with me because of some network issue. So everyone understood this data model, what I was telling? Everyone understood, right? This part. Today we are going to see the implementation of this, okay? Today we are going to see the implementation of this. So what I'll do is, okay, so let me create one Maven project. So I'll say hibernate association demo association. So we call this as associations. That means one-to-one association, many-to-one association, one-to-many association, and many-to-many association. So these are very, very important associations in Hibernate. So from the database perspective, I explained yesterday from the table perspective. But from Hibernate perspective, because we are dealing with Hibernate, Hibernate is mainly the ORM mapping. So how we will associate? See, as I told you, in Hibernate, every table is associated with an entity. Okay, right? Now, if you take this, let me take this screenshot. If I take this, now you see, now these are the tables, right? But each table, see, these are the tables, right? author table, author details table, right? These are your tables. Now each table is mapped to an entity in Java, right? Entity class in Java. Okay, table in database is mapped to entity in Java class. Now table columns are mapped to the property names, properties in your entity class, right? Entity class. Now we have to say now, and we know that each row in a database, row in the table is mapped to the your entity class object, right? Now similarly, the column values of the row column values of the row are mapped to the property values of the object, right? Now we have to see the, say now one table is associated with other table, right? One table is associated with the other table like this, 1 to 1, many to 1. Okay. So like this. Now what I'll say is the associations of the tables, right? Like 1 to 1, many to 1, 1 to many, many to many. Okay. These in Hibernate, in Java, how we will do. So that is what we are going to see. How we will. So we will see the program for implementing the associations. Okay. So we'll see the program for implementing the Hibernate associations. So here we say table or stuff, we say entity class association or Hibernate we say. These are your table associations. Okay. Now these are the tables, right? Now these are the tables, and these are your author table. If you see here, this is your author table, author details table. Now for each table, we have to write one entity class, right? As I told here, each table is mapped to one entity class. So let us do that. Okay. Now, let me now create the pom.xml. I'll use these dependencies. And in my Hibernate association, I'll use these dependencies. Okay. And what I'll do is, first I'll create, for each table, I'll create one entity class. So for author table, I'll have one entity class, new class, author. And this is my entity table, name equal to author, right? And now for this author, what are the columns? These are the columns, right? Now for each column, we have to put the properties, right? So what are the properties? Private, integer, author ID. Okay. Next, this is mapped to which column? This is the column, right? We'll go with this structure. So underscore column name equal to ID, right? Column name equal to ID, right? Now, next we'll go to another column, private string first name. So this first name is mapped to which column? First underscore name, right? Let me put this column. First underscore name. Next, last underscore name. So I'll put column as last underscore name. Okay. Similarly, email also, right? Private string email. And this is under column underscore name equal to email. Now, whatever the value that I am putting, this represents your table column. See, first underscore name, this is your table column, and this is your property, your Java property. So now this property is mapped to this column. This class is mapped to this table. Okay. And similarly, I will also give ID. What this ID represents? This is your primary key. Okay. This is your primary key column. This ID is your primary key column. So, okay, I think I have shown you this, right? Already ID. Not this one. Yeah. So this ID. This ID notation tells the ID column indicates primary key of the table. Okay. That's alone. Let me generate setters and getters. Source, generate getters and setters. Okay. So I'll select all this. Generate. Yeah, this will, okay. What I'll do? Control X. Yeah, this will be email. Your column name is email. That's all. Right? Now, okay. Everyone clear, right? Till now? So, any doubts till now here? Okay. Any doubts still? No? No doubts, right? Okay, fine. Okay then. So this is your author table. Now let us create the same way. Now author details table also. Okay. I mean the entity class for author details. This is the entity class for author table. Now we'll create author details table. Now new class author details. Okay. Author details. Now, so this will be entity table name equal to author underscore details. Right. So that means this table. In this, what we have ID, qualification, address. So let me put ID, next qualification, next address. Okay. Now again, we'll put a column here. Name is equal to ID. Next is column name equal to qualification. And column name equal to address. Right? Now this I'll put an ID column. Why? Because this is a primary key column. Now I'll generate setters and getters. So I'll just put Control X. Okay. Now we have author. We have author details. Right? Right? We have author. We have author details. Right? Now, so basically, I'll tell you one scenario. In this author details table, this is your primary key, right? Okay, and there is an association between these two tables, right? Okay, so if I write clearly, I'll write separately here. This is your author table. This is your author details table. Author table. In this, what are the columns? Your ID is the column. Your ID is the column. First underscore name is the column. Last underscore name is the column. Okay. Email is the column. So author, your ID, your first underscore name, your first underscore name. Next is the last underscore name. Okay. Next is email. These are your columns, right? Now, in author details, what are the columns? ID, qualification, address, right? ID, qualification, address. ID, qualification, address. Now, we will have one more column actually. Basically, this is your primary key, right? This is your primary key. And this is your primary key for this table. This is your author details table. Okay, this is your primary key. So this is your primary key for this table. Yesterday I told you, right? Actually, to associate one table to other table, there should be a foreign key also. There should be a foreign key. What is a foreign key? So here I'll put one key here, one column here, which is called author underscore details underscore. Actually, I did not put that column here, but I have put in all other tables. In other associations, I have put foreign key. But in this table, I did not put that table. In this table. So we should have this column. So this is your foreign key. Okay, this is your foreign key. Okay, this is your foreign key. That maps this foreign key. What is a foreign key? A foreign key always points or maps to primary key of another table. Now, if you see now this foreign key is mapping to the primary key. This foreign key is mapping to the primary key of other table. So we should have this column also. Okay, we should have this column also. Okay. Now you see here. See, what I'll do is just follow carefully. Now what I'll do is in my this is your author, right? Now how we will associate between these two tables? Now this is a one-to-one association. This is a one-to-one association. Okay, now if you see in your class, say for example, let us think like this. Next, class B. Suppose if B wants to associate with A, if B wants to get associated with A, how will do? I'll say BB, right? That means A class has property B. A class has property B. Right? Right? That is what, right? So now, if you see here, it has a relationship. Right? A has B. Everyone knows this concept. This is has a relationship, association. Has a relationship, association. Everyone knows this concept. Everyone knows this concept, right? The same concept we'll use here also. Now you see here, I have class author. Okay. Now I have class author details. Now this author details class has to be associated with this. So that means author has author details. Okay. Author has author details. So that means how I'll do here? Here I should have a property, just like how I have B property, I should have here author details property here. That means I should have like this. Author details. Author details. Like this, I should have the property. Now, what I'll do now? Now you see, I'll have now in my author, I'll have one property called author details. Author details. Author details. I'll have property like this. And I'll generate setters and getters. Source, generate getters and setters. I'll have author details properties. Now, see, this author is having author details property. And now here we'll see. We'll put an annotation called @1 to 1. I'll take 1 to 1. This is 1 to 1 annotation. That means author is mapped with author details using this annotation 1 to 1. Okay. So I'll say like this. So 1 to 1 annotation indicates author is associated with author details 1 to 1 association. Author is associated with author details 1 to 1. Okay. Now everyone understood till this part? Everyone understood till this part? Right? No questions, right? Now, now you see. No doubts, right? Okay, fine. Now you see here. You have to remember this, okay? Suppose I have like this. Your author is associated with author details, right? Your author is associated with author details, right? Now we'll see now whatever the association that is we are having is a unidirectional relationship. Remember, this is called unidirectional association. Unidirectional association. One to one. We'll see bidirectional also. What is actually unidirection is from author, I should be able to get author details. That means you see here. See here. From author, from author, if I know the author ID, unidirectional means if we know author ID, from author ID, we should be able to get author details data also. Okay, suppose you see here, just see. Say my author ID is 100. Okay, my first name is, say some Ram, last name is Ram Kumar, right? And email is so ram underscore test.com. I say like this. Now this ID can be some anything, some one I'll say. Qualification is say some, okay, MCA, something like this. Your address is say some Hyderabad. Now your author details ID is 100. Now you see here. Now if I know 100, see I'll be knowing author ID. If we know author ID, what is author ID here? 100. From author ID, we should be able to get author details also. That means I'll take this 100 and go to this table, and this 100 is mapped where? This 100 is present here. So from this table, what I'll say, I know 100 actually. Okay, I know 100. Now from this table, what I'll say? I'll say select star from author underscore details underscore ID equal to 100. So select star from, sorry, author details, where author details underscore ID equal to 100. Right? So this is your foreign key, right? This is your foreign key. So this foreign key is mapped to the primary key here. Okay, now if we know author ID, from author ID, we should be able to get author details data also. But there is no bidirectional, only one direction we can go. We cannot go from this side. This is a unidirectional, that only from author to author details. We don't have link between this table from author details to author. That is what we call. But there is one more concept, bidirectional. In bidirectional, we can go in both sides. But now this is a unidirectional. Unidirectional means only from author to author details table. From author to author details table. So that is the reason in my author class also, I have put author details property. That means from author, I am going to author details. But in author details class, you will not have this one. Okay. In author details, you will not have this one. Unidirectional. Okay. So from author, I'll have author details property. In unidirectional, if I know in author details class, you will not have author property. Okay. Remember that. In unidirectional, what will happen? In author class, we will have author details property. Okay. But in author details class, we will not have author details property. Will not have author property. In author class, we'll have author details property, but in author details class, we'll not have author property. Remember. Right. Okay. Now you see here, remember. Now you see here, let's just see here. From author, we'll go to author details. How we will go? How we will go? From author, how will go author details? I'll go like this, right? I know author ID, this value. I'll take this value and query on this foreign key column, right? This is your foreign key column equal to 100, right? This is how I'll go. From author, I'll go to author details using this foreign key column present in this table. Now I know author ID 100. This 100 I'll take here and query on this column. I'll get this record. I'll get the qualification. I'll get this address. I'll get this ID. Now similarly from Java also, I know author. From author I have to go to author details. How I will go? I have to go with the foreign key of which one of this, right? So what we have to do is we have to add let me do this. We have to add one annotation called join column. Join column name equal to, what's the column name? This name, this foreign key column. Author underscore details underscore ID. Now this will be your, I'll tell you now. So what I'll do is, I'll specify like this. Now what this indicates is this join column. Okay, this join column tells that, okay, this join column, whatever the value that you specify here. Okay, so this join column has a value, and this column name this column name maps to the foreign key column. Foreign key column of author details table. Maps to the foreign key column of author details table. So basically how it will go is, now from author, it will go to this author details using this join column, which is this column. Here from the table also we have done like that, right? I know the author, I have gone to author details, and this is your foreign key. Now in Hibernate, we'll specify this one, join column. Join column means, so whatever the value that I specify here, this indicates this is the foreign key column of author details table. So this is how this will work. Okay. So from author, I'll go to author details using this join column, where this join column will be like this. So from author, we will go to author details table, author details, using the column specified in join column annotation, where the column is the foreign key. Foreign key present in author details table. So there is a join column. Everyone understood till this part? Yes, right? Right. Now, this is a unidirectional, okay? From author, we can go to author details. But from author details, we cannot go, okay? That's why it is unitary. We'll see the bidirectional next example. So now let us start now on this actually. So, this is my author details. Okay, this is your right. So let me create some table here. Let me create the table. So what I will do is, yes, I'll go to MySQL. I'm using MySQL. Show databases. I think the book application table is not there. Okay. So I think this book application is not there. So what I'll do is I'll create one table, one database. So create database book application. Okay. Use book application. Right. And now what I'll do is I'll create first author table. Okay. So for example, I'll just create an author table like this. Create table author. Okay. And ID primary key, first name, last name. I'll say email. Right. This also varchar of 100. I'll just create this table. Right? Create table author. Next is create table author underscore details. ID qualification address. Okay. ID. Oh no, not this one. We have to have ID qualification address author details ID. Foreign key also we should have. ID. Next is qualification. Next is address. Address is varchar of, I'll put 20. Address means here I'll push city only. Okay. Next is author details ID. Now I'll say author details ID. Okay. Now this is a foreign key. Okay. I'll say references. This foreign key maps to primary key of another table. What is your primary key of another table? Author table. Author table. What is the primary key? ID. In this way we have to do. So that means this column is a foreign key that references this table primary key. We have to, the syntax is like this: table name, brackets, the primary key. Right? So now let me create this table. Right? Author details ID. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Huh? Actually, there are some tables that are created already. I'm searching for one. No, actually, this author details book. All these I have already created tables. Instead of creating again, I can copy paste that I'm searching. I don't have that. I think that data got deleted. Actually. I'm searching for that actually. No problem. I'll create from beginning only. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll create from beginning because all these tables already I created. All these tables. But I think the database got dropped. Okay, I'm searching for that. It's not there. Okay. I think this is showing some error. So let me see what is the error. Yeah, this is integer, correct. So this is integer. Properties, font. Show databases. I should have one book application. Okay, book application now I created. I should have one more database. I think in that I have all the tables listed. No problem. I'll create another again. I think that database got deleted. Actually. There we have I have created so many records also. Okay. So now let me create this. Foreign key. Why foreign key? Author details ID. Int of. Correct only, right? Any mistake here? Just see. Or what I'll do is I will put here int here. Right? And I'll say author ID, foreign key, references, I'll say like this. Why it is actually giving. I'll say like this. Foreign key of references. So yeah, I think this is correct. This is correct syntax. So foreign key of. So I have to give like this. So author details ID, this is a column. And for foreign key, I have to tell that this is the foreign key. This column is the foreign key, which reference the author table of the primary key. Okay, these are the syntax we have to follow. Okay. So, okay. So this is your author table, your author details table. Okay, just see this syntax. This way we have to follow. Okay. So now I have tables for your author and author details. So let me now start writing the program. So what I'll do, I'll just create now one method. How I'll do? Session factory. Right? First we'll create a session factory, right? Factory is equal to new configuration dot, right? new configuration dot configure of hibernate dot cfg dot xml. Okay, right? How I have done this one. Remember, we have seen this type of thing, right? Say, for example, in hibernate, then I have to add the entity classes. Now, here I have to add two entity classes. Dot add an entity class, author dot class. Next, dot add annotated class, author details dot class. Next, dot build session factory. See, I'm giving two classes now, okay, because both are associated with each other. Okay, hibernate CFG also, I'll just copy paste here. This one, I'll copy paste here. New folder, resources. Okay, hibernate configuration file. Okay. So this one is which database? Book application, right? So I'll just copy paste here, book application. That's all. So what I'll do is here, I'll just create session is equal to factory dot get current session. Factory dot get current session. And then you see here, I'll say session dot get a transaction dot get transaction dot begin. Right? Now you see, I want to know associate author and author details. So how I'll be doing now? First I'll create author details object. Is equal to new author details. Now I'll just say author details dot set. I'll give some ID, something like one. Author details dot set set address some Hyderabad. I'll give. Author details dot set qualification. I'll give PG. Okay. Then I'll say, okay, then what I'll do is I'll create now author. Author equal to new author. Okay. Now I'll say author dot set of author ID. I'll give some 100. Author dot set of first name. Okay. Ram. Okay. Set last name. What I'll do? So I'll give Ram Charan. So author dot set first name, last name, email. I'll give ram at the rate test something gmail.com. Okay. Then what is another one? Now I'll say see author dot set author details. I'll say author details. I'm setting this author details object in this here. Now I'll say author dot, sorry, session dot save of author, session dot save of author details. And then I'll say session dot get transaction dot commit. Right? Right. That's all right. Now you see, just I'll explain you this. See, now I'm running this program. Let us see what will happen. Run as Java application. It is giving like could not execute statement. It is giving like unknown column author details ID in field list. Right? Why? Unknown column author underscore details. Why this? Join column name equal to author details ID. This is correct only, right? And in author details, this is correct. If I say show create table author underscore details. Why this error is coming? Constraint foreign key. This is correct only, right? Unknown column. In author detail class, you do not write author detail. Not required. Okay. Not required. No, not required actually, because this is a unidirectional. Whatever I was telling is unidirectional. Okay. Whatever I was telling is unidirectional. From author to author tables, author details we can connect. From author details, we will not have any reference. That's why it's called unidirectional. All right. So I think somewhere I have to do. So session dot save off. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Unknown column author details file. Just 1 minute. What's the constraint? I think there is an issue with table creation. 1 minute. 1 minute. I think what I'll do is I'll drop these two tables once. I'll drop these two tables. Right? So these two tables I dropped. I'll create from hibernate. Okay. I'll say update. What I'll do is I'll just comment out this part. Let me see how the tables will be created. So run as Java application. I'll just say create. Let me run this. Just 1 minute. Something issue is coming there. I'm trying to create the tables from here, or I think there is some issue with the table creation only. I'm just checking for that. See, recently MySQL version just 1 minute. I'll take this table. This table I got from here. So what I'll do is I'll just create author details. Okay, author details ID. Next, I'll say constraint. I'll use like this constraint fk underscore customer ID for not customer author ID. Sorry, author ID. Next, I'll give author details ID. I can give any name for this. Okay, I'm defining a constraint references. I'll say author underscore ID. Sorry, ID. Let me create the table like this. So let me create the table like this. I think there is an issue with the table creation only. Author is fine. Author details I'll create. Now I'll say show create table. Author underscore details. I don't Okay, I don't think this is required. Sorry. This is not required. Sorry. This is not required. I think I added this. So drop table. I'll create this now. I think I created wrongly. So create table. Show create table. I'll say author underscore details. Okay. I think now this will come correctly now. I think this is the correct script. Create a table. I'll add a constraint. Okay. Now let us see now. Now let me run now this. I don't need this. So what I'll do is I'll say run as Java application. Unknown column author details idea. I don't know why it is coming this issue. It was working only. See, what I have done is just 1 minute. I'll see these table scripts in my old email. 1 minute. I think some issue with the table. Just be wait. Because this has been done long back actually. The table scripts. Something has been 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just can you wait just for 5 minutes? 5 minutes, just spend 5 minutes time. We'll fix this actually. Today at any cost, we'll fix it. See, I think there is some issue with I wanted to show you that unknown column, author details, ID and field list. Just 1 minute. Should come actually. Just wait for 5 minutes. We'll close it. Just 9171. Yeah, just 1 minute. Okay, I think I have in my old email. Actually, I have in my old email. Okay, this is the project I have done when 2021. Okay, to the earlier students. After that, I am taking hibernate now 1 month. I think along with SQL scripts it is there. Okay, let me open this project. I have in my old email. So this is okay. This to the earlier batch students. I mean, 2 years back students. I sent this code. I'll just okay. So what I'll do is extract to. Now I think it will come. Let us see. Hibernate mappings project. Yeah. Here are the table scripts. Okay. That is the issue here. Okay. Here, I have to explain notes. I think this is the scenario. This is your author details table. I think this I have done mistake. This is the author. First, I'll create author details table. Let me create this. Drop author details. First, I'll say drop author. Show tables will say. Okay, drop table author. Okay, first, I'll read this one. Next, author. Okay, see, actually, I have to tell you one. I here unidirectional fine. Okay. I think this is not the way we have to do. Okay, your author details ID should be part of. See, this is a unidirectional association, right? I think we should not have like this actually. Okay, let me now see. I'll have author table, your author details table, right? Right. This is your author table. Okay, this is your first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, email, ID, first name, last name, email. Okay, these are all your ID. Next, first name. Next, last name. Right. Then I have email. And here I'll put the foreign key. Your author details ID should be here. Your author details should be here. What will happen now? If your author details ID is here, now this is your foreign key mapping. Okay. If you see here, this is your foreign key. Your author details ID mapping to this primary key. Okay. Your author details now actually we have done reverse way. So that is a issue. That is a wrong actually. Okay. So this is your author table. This is your foreign key. Your foreign key should be present here. Okay. Okay. Now